Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do a hood weight comparison. I'm going to compare all the welding hoods that I've used since I've been pipelining so you can get a better idea of how much they weigh compared to other ones. So you can pick out a welding hood for yourself. For those of you who don't know, my name's Austin Ross. I've been pipeline welding for about 7 years now. Here on this channel I like to share tips and tricks for rig welders, pipeliners, and the pipeline lifestyle. If those are videos that you're interested in, make sure and subscribe and ring the bell to get notified when I post a new video every Friday. Before we get started, I wanted to personally invite you to my inner circle. If you haven't heard about my inner circle, it's pretty much like a mastermind for rig welders. It's a place you can go to relate to other rig welders. It's a place you can go to get help from seasoned pipeliners, way more seasoned than myself. We got seasoned pipeliners in there. There's several people that are years from even being a rig welder. They're in there because they're serious about the welding career. You can go to my website, arosswelding.com, to read more about the inner circle. All right, are y'all ready to see the weights of these hoods? Comment below. I'm ready. I know I'm ready. All right, so for the sake of this video, I took out all the lenses and the hood straps just so we could get as close as possible to the exact weight of all these hoods. Now these hoods are used, so I mean it could vary just a touch, but we'll start with the Wendy's because this is one of the first welding hoods that I ever welded with, besides the Sarge's. I think Sarge's might have been the first one, but anyway. Weighing the Wendy's Pancake. Looks like we got right at 1 pound. All right. The Wendy's is anywhere from $80 that I looked up to $112 if you're interested. You can find it on Amazon, I'm pretty sure, Wendy's website. They got different customizations that you can do with the Wendy's, so it kind of depends on the price. Next one is the Steve Fenton at 9.5 ounces. Let me write all these down. So Wendy's is 1 pound. Steve Fenton is 9.5 ounces. I do not know how much the Steve Fenton hood is. It's been so long since I've bought one, and I think I've only bought one, and it's been years ago and you can't get it anymore. If you do know, comment below and let us know how much the Steve Fenton hoods used to be. Next is, I'm going to go ahead and weigh the Sugar Scoop because that's, again, I'm going in order compared to the ones that I used in the past. Sugar Scoop is 15.3 ounces, so just under a pound. The Sugar Scoop is $47. $47. So good, affordable welding hood that I still use to this day. The next is the Empyre South, which for those of you that have followed along at all, you know that it is hard to get a hold of, but it comes in at 6.6 ounces. One of my favorites just because of the lightweight. I mean, it's crazy lightweight. So that cost $140 whenever it was available. $140. Next is, I guess I'm gonna do the original. I haven't used this one much, but I did buy it on that last job. The original Pancake, that's the brand name. It weighs in at 11.4 ounces. And it starts at $70. And I think you can spend up to $150 because they have all kinds of different options. They make left-handed, right-handed. They make boxes with that can fit glasses underneath, like bigger safety glasses, I think is what they're designed for. I think this is actually one of them. But anyway, different options. But it starts out at, what did I say, 70 on up to 150. And the last but not least is the CMR. For those of you that haven't seen the video review that I did, the unboxing that I did with the CMR, we'll link it in the description if you're interested. I think they've got at least 2 different hoods, if not 3. This is the ultra light. They make an ultra light mini. So this is the ultra light at 9.7 ounces, so comparable to the Steve Fentons. All right, and it comes in at 145, I believe you can pick it up for. I wanted to jump in here and mention the weight of the Sarge's welding hood. Sarge's is a pancake that a lot of welding supplies carry. It's a good average pancake to use. It weighs in at 12.5 ounces and I believe it's around $100. I did want to weigh these lenses. This is an auto darkening, just so you can add this to the hood weight. arc one auto darkening lens that I use a bunch of. There's also a video that I've made about different lenses that I've used. We'll link it in the description also. It weighs in at 1.2 ounces, so just over an ounce. So that's the auto darkening one. Let's weigh the Winz lens, which is another, it's a fixed lens, 1.8 ounces. So add an ounce or two to the weight of any of these hoods if you use these lenses right here. Alright, there you have it. I hope this video was helpful in showing you just the difference in weight in some of these hoods, you know. Comfortability is a big thing when it comes to welding, especially making welds that are, you know, going to be x-rayed. Any welding in general, you know, you want to be comfortable so you can put the best quality of weld as possible. So that's one of the reasons I like a light pancake hood. But I do use the sugar scoop very often, you know. Some people ask me why. I've been using a sugar scoop here recently, like last year, end of last year I used a sugar scoop more. One of the reasons I like using the sugar scoop is one, because when I'm out on tie-ins or like on test day, whenever you're making a weld on a 45, or like I said on tie-ins, whenever you're up against the bank or something on a road bore, you gotta weld left-handed sometimes. And the sugar scoop allows me to weld either way. So that's one of the reasons I like it. Another reason I like the sugar scoop is because of sunny days whenever I'm working on fence like I've been doing here lately. I can wear sunglasses underneath and I can just lift it up and down, and it just works good for structural stuff, and like, you know, when I'm having to do some cutting and welding all at the same time, you know, not just for pipeline. So sugar scoop has its place and I like it. But as far as just, you know, welding on the firing line all day, or I use the pancake most generally all the time just because it's so light, and I just love it. I love it, not even being able to tell that it's up there. So, and the focus, you can focus more because it cups your eyes, you don't get the backlight. I made a video about why we use pancakes. That's one of the biggest reasons, because we don't get backlight. One of the biggest reasons I use it, why I like it. I hope this video was helpful in allowing you to see the different weight when picking your next welding hood, or your first welding hood if you're just getting into it. Don't forget to go to my website, aroswelding.com, and read about my inner circle. I think it's super beneficial to anyone already in the industry, but also people that are wanting to get into the industry, to start growing your network and meeting people with alike situations, just making new friends in this industry, you know, growing as an individual in this industry. My advice for this week is take opportunities that come your way that are going to get you closer to where you want to be. Specifically, if you're wanting to get into the pipeline, take jobs and take chances that are going to get you closer to that opportunity. Put yourself, surround yourself with where you want to be, you know, put yourself in the industry. It's not going to come to you because you don't know anybody, right? If you're that person. I was that person at one time. So you have to communicate with people, visit with people, and get yourself closer and closer. Well, that's going to mean taking chances, not don't settle at the job you're at if you have the opportunity to take a job that's going to get you closer to the pipeline, or a rig welder in general, you know, a mobile rig welder. So anyway, take chances. That's my advice for this week. Thank you guys for watching. We will see you next Friday. Remember, learn something every day.